Hey everybody, welcome back to Pub Crew Podcast. We're over here on stop number 3. We're over here at Sheepdog Brewery. We're over on I totally blinked out on the street.
3900 Rosa.
3900 Rosa. We're over here, like I said, it's stop number 3, and our Save El Paso Breweries event that's going on this entire weekend. Vic?
Yes. So we are just here promoting. We're trying to put faces to all of the brewers, all of the breweries, just because, like I said in a past video, we feel like there's a disconnect between, locals and all of the amazing breweries that we have here. So we definitely just want to bring a bit more personality of people, to make sure that people go out, that they're not too scared to go and try out something new.
Right.
So definitely, I do just want to start off. How long have you guys been operating? How long have you been brewing?
So, Old Sheepdog, we actually just turned a year, December 19th.
Nice.
So we opened in 2019, December, and then unfortunately had to shut down
Yes.
March 19th. And,
That's unfortunate. Yeah.
and we had to, and been shut down ever since, and it's only beer to go.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. But I mean, and I think that's another thing is, one with craft brews that I've found an experience with people is they're kind of shy, especially if they're new to it. Like some people I know when I talk to, I'm like, oh, I've got this great craft brew. They're like, craft brew? It's just because you haven't found a beer you like yet. And it's one out there, and you'll find it. If not, then you'll find more. It's crazy. Like here, for example, Treasure Old Yeller.
Okay.
That I think is the perfect transition beer.
Yes.
If someone's trying to get into it. And I think that's the great example.
Yeah.
Like, shouldn't be scared to try it. Like,
Yeah.
there's going to be something out there for you. And I think another thing, like we said with the pandemic, is people think, oh, well, that's it. Like, no, there's still, we never stop working. Some people never stop working, and you guys are still working, and people should still get out there. Like, just get those brews to go. There's no harm in getting it to go. And then I think that's what people need to understand, is you can still support in many, many other ways.
Exactly.
You didn't have to go to the place. You can still get it to go. Show your support. Spread the word, And I think that's what we want to kind of establish here is with this event. That's one thing that we liked about it was brewers coming together and the community as a whole.
Right.
Especially as these breweries. Because in El Paso, I mean, it's still growing, I feel, especially in the brewery industry.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the industry is growing here in El Paso. It took a while, and then the Sun in Canotillo, Ode, which is no longer open, unfortunately. Dead Beach, and then El Paso, which I know you guys came from there, and then Blazing Tree, and then Aurelia's, and then me, and then it kind of like died down there for a year, and then luckily enough, there's 2 new ones. That just opened, Craft Rhythm and Brews and Mountain Star.
Oh, okay.
Those are the new ones. I think they just opened probably 3 or 4 weeks ago. And then unfortunately they couldn't be part of this because that was already on the works before they opened. So that's why they're not there, okay? So don't think that we're hanging.
Support them.
Yeah, support. Yeah, it's a total, we're like 8 and
it's amazing to see the community, and I want to say community of brewers that you guys have, because everybody that we've talked to has been very open with no, we help each other out. We're supposed, you're supposed to, you're not, they're not just, and from a business standpoint, they're your competitors or whatever.
And no one's trying to put anyone else out, which I think that's what's great, especially in this industry, is you got to learn to support each other, especially in your own community.
Yeah, because the way I see it, and probably they see it also, is that the more breweries there are, the more actual people are willing to try.
Yes.
To try a different than your domestic beer, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's a good thing, and I think that this particular event that's going on right now, it's going to be a good thing because they're going to be able to, maybe people from the west side that just go to Aurelia's now are going to be able to try what's done in the east side with Blazing Tree, or here in South Central with us. It's kind of and that's cool. And back to what you were saying about that Old Yeller thing, and that's what Sheepdog is not about. We want that person that has never tried craft beer and try not to convert them, but try to at least explain to them. And then here at Old Sheepdog, we're gonna treat everybody. If you know beer or if you don't know beer, we're gonna treat you the same exact way.
Exactly.
So
no
we're
shame. No shame.
Yeah.
If you don't know craft beers, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm more than happy to explain. Talk all day about it.
Yeah, exactly, and not use any fancy wording and
Yeah.
something more like, you know, this is a good beer, just try it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So definitely, that makes me want to lead into one of my questions is, right now, out of what you've been brewing, like what has your attention the most? Like what do you usually drink from your own supply? You know, like.
Well, you know, with me, I mean, I drink everything, and I drink like literally everything, like from your Mickey's Busch to your really fancy beers, barreled age, and all that, right?
Yeah.
So I do everything here at I was like gonna say another brewery. It's like, no, it's my brewery, right?
Wait, you not work here.
Yeah. I'm not even the brewer. Like, here at Old Sheepdog, what we try to do is one of our big, you know, that we put it on every single can that says Cerveza del Pueblo, which is the people's beer, right?
Yeah.
So we try to make a lot of like very approachable beers. So to your question is like, what beer am I drinking? Right now I'm drinking a lot of Vinny's Lager. It's our anniversary beer. We had made that beer straightly for the community of South Central, which was, you know, we were giving it to people on brown bags, man. We're giving it.
That's awesome.
It's more of like your malt liquor style beer
Gotcha.
than your fancy beer, and it just felt right that had to be our anniversary beer, not a barrel age, not a big stout. No, we had to make something that the common folk drinks.
Yeah.
And that's why I mean, I didn't grow up in this area. I grew up in Juarez, but my wife grew up in this area, and that's why we're here. And I mean, I met my father-in-law in this underneath the spaghetti bowl playing basketball. That's where I met him, and you know, that beer was always in the hand, legal or not legal. You know, it's kind of like so that's
Allegedly.
yeah.
It was allegedly there. It was allegedly there.
Yeah, good thing I have the mask, right? But that's how it was like with us, and that's why Vinny's Lager is like the beer like to try. Plus the fact that, you know, it was our first, it was my son's first beer that he did.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's kind of like
Oh.
it was a collaboration between me and my son.
That's awesome.
And you know, he had never been interested on making beer, so it was kind of cool, like him actually like, Dad, you know, let's do a beer together. And that's why it's called Vinny's Lager, because it's Vincent is my son. And
Oh,
Gotcha.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
that's
super
awesome.
awesome.
Yeah.
And that's honestly, that is part of the heart of both El Paso and Juarez. It's family, right?
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what it encompasses, especially, like, I don't want to say especially in South Central and Lower Valley, but we do have more of that Mexican influence in this side of town.
Yeah.
So it's definitely like family. It's usually one, like, comes before all. That's what anybody
Yeah.
here around here will say.
Yeah.
So I feel like it really encompasses everything about the brewery. And honestly, I've been here a couple of times. I haven't been here as much as I want to, but
I think I do remember you.
I have those kinds of faces.
Yeah.
I have those kinds of faces. But honestly, like, I just want to thank you so much for like being able to be here with us today, especially with this whole event that we're trying to do. We kind of did this sort of last minute.
Yeah,
so-
yeah, man, and I'm sorry that I was a little late. And if I got a ticket, the city's gonna send it to me because probably I ran like 50 lanes. So-
Hopefully not. Hopefully not. But thank you so much for joining us. Like I said, we did just want to put a face
Yeah.
to this brewery. So thank you so much for joining us. Is there anything else you wanted to say?
We're good. It's a nice little bow to put this.
Yes.
Put on this little interview. I love that.
Awesome, right?
Appreciate your time, man.
Thanks. And you know, more than welcome to come anytime. And if you want to do just one show for this, we'll do it. And you know,
Hey, awesome.
Oh, we would
I-
love to shoot a show
I-
here.
I'm open for, you know, podcasts, and if you guys are artists, I'm open for art and all that.
Awesome.
Cool. Really appreciate
Thank you
that,
so
brother.
much. Yes.
Thank you, man.
Cool.
Thank
Really
you.
Cool, man.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Good.
Cool.